All right. It is time to complete the Windblume Festival event. At least the quests. There they are. Sucrose and Kale. Surprise! You didn't know I was there, did you? Yeah. I'm super stealthy.
Hey, we're here!
Yes, how you two doing? Have you enjoyed bonding? It has been so nice to see.
Traveler, Paimon, great timing. We got a lot of letters in the mailbox.
Wonderful.
And I just finished sorting them into 4 groups.
Presumably related to the 4 clues?
Nice work! Well, the real work hasn't even started yet.
Yeah.
Which batch of letters should we read through first?
I'll let you choose. Joy above the clouds. Take a look at the clue board. Let me talk to Kale first.
And... Hey, we're here!
Oh. Just doing this again?
Paimon, nice work! Well...
Alright then. Fair enough. I'll look at the clue board, if you insist. Though I will note that I haven't seen Kale greet me yet, and that makes me a little sad. But I understand. Read letters about a flower that is not of this world. Let's read Tainari's letter first. We'll just go in order. Oh, wow. Quite long. I think we're about to get into a lot of reading. After our conversation the other day, I went over the prophecy's wording carefully. A flower that is not of this world sounds more like a logical paradox. Think about it. If a flower is not of this world, its existence cannot be perceived. I mean, not necessarily, but depends on how loosely you define world, first off. Also, arguably, the traveler isn't of this world, so you can perceive her just fine. However, if it can be perceived, it will not fit the description of the prophecy. As such, my view is that the riddle's answer doesn't have to be a real plant. However, I must also note, with all due respect, that the person who came up with this riddle may not know all the plants in the world, and I dare say that no one could make such a claim. From this perspective, plants as potential candidate, or you could even think of some rare plants as potential candidates for the answer. Attached is a list of rare plant species. I've added a short description to each entry, and I hope you can find your answers within them. Best wishes to you, Tainari. Thank you. I do think this answer is less helpful, though. I don't even agree with it. The whole premise of his answer. About the flower that... let's read Albedo's letter next. Much shorter. A flower that is not of this world doesn't sound like an existing species or something created through specialized cultivation techniques. With that noted, I believe we should think out of the box. Exactly. See, I know I could count on Albedo. After reviewing what I've learned over the years, I've now reached a conclusion. Sucrose also came to discuss her thoughts with me. She hasn't yet decided on an answer at the moment of me writing this letter, so I won't be revealing my own conclusion right now. Alright, I spoke too soon. We can discuss it in detail when we meet, and I hope everyone else will bring their respective answers too. I'll see you then, Albedo. I suspect he has the correct answer regardless, but, Alright then, Sucrose, maybe you'll be a bit more revealing about what you and Albedo discussed? It feels strange to insert a letter into the mailbox that I made myself, but I did find my answer. At first, I thought that a flower created using alchemy would constitute one that is not of this world, according to the prophecy. But after realizing it after giving it some more thought, I realized that instead of creating an actual plant, a flower-shaped mechanism made of alchemical products might fit the description better. Oh, yeah, it's a flower, but it's not a flower of this world. Though I still think the flower that Albedo made with my help fits the description. Flower shape mechanism A, yes. So I arrived at my conclusion. A clock in the shape of a flower. Oh, it sounds nice. But sure, yeah. The long passage of life brushes past the timepiece, leaving fluttering petals in its wake. The elapsing years stir up the leaves, pushing the needle of time forward. I really need to go back and re-listen to what the actual full prophecy was. Because I forget how these clues are actually supposed to help us. All right. How about a guide who will never get lost? Quite a few more here. No one can confidently say that they will never get lost, but as long as their wish to guide and help others does not waver, they will become a ship that can traverse the waves eternally. I didn't perform any divination before writing this letter, but I have a feeling that I will witness the truth behind the prophecy together with you all. I hope so. So if you need me, just call on me at my place. I'll be there. Oh, I should go see her. How about you, Bennett? I've been thinking about this for a long time. Before you came to me with this prophecy, it never even crossed my mind that I could be part of this. Well, as you all know, I'm probably the last person you'd think of when it comes to guiding others. Poor Bennett. I still have a long way to go, and I'm still trying to figure out how to peacefully coexist with everything in this world. Despite his atrocious luck. But if you're asking me about who can be of help, my friend Fischl and her friend Mona, the astrologist, are both very knowledgeable and brave. Yeah, I want to see Fischl. I would love to see Fischl before the end of this. I'd say they're probably the ones you're looking for. That's my answer. Wishing you all good luck. Of course. No, if he's suggesting Fischl and Mona, that means that can't be the correct answer, right? Amber's letter. Guide is too grand a title for me, but I'd love to be everyone's friend. I think you're selling yourself too short, Amber. It's something I think I'm good at, and I'm an attentive listener, so do let me know when you feel lost. To use an analogy, I'm like a torch out in the wild that will help illuminate everyone's path so long as it continues to burn bright. I think I'd agree with that. Everything written below is not meant for Kale. Dear Kale, if you're reading this, please turn away. What are we about to read? I've been worried about Kale lately. She's recovered from the illness, but she still doesn't look all that cheerful. Oh, you are sick? It's sad. It feels like she still has, or maybe they're talking about a depression as an illness. That technically counts, I think. Feels like she still has things she can't let go of. Allow me to write down my wish here. I hope that Kale can uncover the secret behind the prophecy and find her happiness. Wherever she is and whoever she becomes, I'll always be her friend no matter what. Oh, she is so... Amber, are you sure you don't want Kale to read this? It's so sweet. We're not the savior and the saved, but simply good friends. Amber. This just gives me all the warm fuzzies. Alright, what about you, Mika? I hope this letter finds you well. I didn't expect to be asked such a question, which caused quite a headache at first. I only know how to guide people in the geological sense, but on the journey of life... Oh, right, he's a geologist, isn't he? But on the journey of life, I'm still the lost kid who needs the guidance of others. But upon seeing your question, I immediately knew what I can help with. I tried drawing a map showing vegetation distribution for Mr. Tainari and Miss Kale, as well as a dragon spotting calendar for Mr. Sino. Both are attached below. In the next few days, I will need to patrol with the captain and draw maps for Miss Lisa, so I can only support you with my well wishes. My apologies, and please forgive me. I hope the map in the list will be of some help to you. Well, thank you, Mika. I hope they will as well. I'd hate for that effort to go to waste. All right. And one who would never lie. Sino. We gotta save Sino for last. Razor's letter. I asked my teacher, Lisa, to write this letter. Oh, right, he can't read. Yeah, that's right, he's not literate. Though I think he's working on it, isn't he? Colley's working on it. Colley and Razor should become pen pals. How did we never think of this before? They can work on their literacy together. That's perfect. It's much better than the ones I wrote. Many thanks. I don't lie. I trust you. Come to me when you need me. I will always be there for you. Razor. Thanks, Razor. It's short, sweet, and simple. Not necessarily helpful, but precious in its own right. Alright, Rosaria. I must make one thing clear first. I am not someone who would never lie. You see, that's what I was thinking. She's a secret agent. After hearing your question, I thought about many things in the past in earnest and recalled many occasions upon which I lied. I often make up excuses to avoid choir practice. I also tell white lies too, sometimes to make myself happy, and other times to allow myself to give up on some struggles. So, pretty normal stuff. The nicest lie I've ever told, or the nicest lie I've ever come up with, is the one I told Varka. Varka's the commander, right? The captain of the Knights of Favonius? That I didn't want to stay in Mondstadt. Varka responded with another lie. That was his advice to me. Your current abilities are not suited to life beyond Mondstadt's borders. I can't be the answer to this question, but I suggest that you consider that never lying actually means. Wait. Oh, what never lying actually means. Does it mean to never deceive or to never lie with ill intent? Yeah, that's the reason that the others were suggesting you. It's a pity that I'm not the one you're looking for, but I believe that someone who meets the requirements will turn up. Good luck. Of course, if we're only looking for a person who never lies, then yeah, Razor is definitely the answer. Read Sino's letter. You are correct to assume that I seldom lie. This has to do with my upbringing. As a desert dweller who has been living within the academia since my childhood, my unusual identity makes it hard for others to trust me. So you grew up in academia. And it would have been harder still if I was not honest. As a result, I learned to talk less and speak no more than what is necessary. Which is just a shame because, God, he is so funny. Uncovering the secret behind the prophecy may come with its perils. If you need someone who would never lie, I can join you. Well, I'm not opposed to that. You and Razor should meet, I think. I swear you're probably at least distantly related. Alrighty. And a legend that never ends. Lisa's letter. Legends were created by humans. In that sense, no legend endures forever, and all stories must end in regret someday. I suppose there's probably some truth to that, but I don't know. Some legends seem to stand the test of time. But as long as a good story lives in people's hearts, it does in some way live on forever. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of saying. That's the conclusion I've come to after years of reading anyway. Best of Best of luck, little cuties. Lisa. Let's go with Colley's next. I think a legend that never ends should be a story filled with hopes and dreams. It works like a baton that's passed on from one person to the next, offering something meaningful to everyone that it touches. Aw, I like that. I really like that, Colley. I was once greatly encouraged by such stories, so I think I'll be going with this answer. Colley. That was sweet. And Klee. What did Klee write? This pup. Damn it, Sucrose, pet the pupper. He clearly is begging for attention. Mom writes travel guides, but she did not have friends who wrote fairy tales, so Clee's heard that a story its author spends their whole life writing will always be a good one. Klee. Yes, Mom does write travel guides, and they are something special. Oh, she did have friends. I think I read did not have friends. But she did have friends who wrote fairy tales. I'm not sure I agree that a story someone spends their entire life writing will always be good, though. It can result in a good story, but it can easily result in a wasted life. Alright, that's all of them. I could talk to Sucrose, or it could be a rebel and talk to Colley.
Let me quickly summarize what we found out about a flower that is not of this world.
Sure thing.
Tainari believes that on closer examination it might be logically paradoxal, while Albedo says that his answer would be better discussed at length in person.
And he also said you discussed it with him, so well, maybe he didn't actually tell you his answer. I suppose he didn't necessarily say he did. Just that you discussed your own thoughts with him and it helped him arrive at his own conclusion.
As for my answer, I think a clock in the shape of a flower would constitute one that is not of this world.
Do we have a clock like that?
Here's what we've gathered regarding a guide who will never get lost.
What do you say, Colley?
Mona said that she'd like to join us in uncovering the secret behind the prophecy.
Yeah?
While Bennett suggests Fischl, Mona, or the Traveler as potential candidates.
Yes. Well, I mean, I suppose Bennett's answer just leads to Mona's answer, in a sense. Wait, he suggested me? You did say Traveler, right? Because otherwise that's a very different answer. I'm pretty sure she did.
Mika didn't submit much, but he did draw a vegetation map for Master Tainari and wrote up a dragon spotting calendar for Saito.
Yes, thank you, Mika. Actually, on second thought, though, I don't think the Traveler is a very good answer. I mean, we have clearly, both me and my brother, gotten lost, or we have lost our way, so to speak, with our little diversion into this world.
Amber also wrote in. She said that she sees herself as nobody's guide, but everybody's friend.
Yeah, you didn't read after the bit that's not for you, did you?
As for one who would never lie, Rosaria removed herself from consideration, but both Razor and Sino are willing to support us in our search.
Yes. I appreciate that Lisa clearly just took Razor's dictation. I just wrote down what he said. It was very clear. You couldn't fake it. I mean, that was very clearly Razor speaking.
Timaeus seems to have forgotten to write to us.
Aw. Wasn't he busy with his love letter or something, though? Or his love life, at least. I still want to know who that is. Or at least if it's anyone we know.
And finally, this is what we've gathered on a legend that never ends. Klee said that her mom has a number of friends who like to write storybooks.
Considering I'm still like 80% sure this is Alice's legend or Alice's prophecy. Maybe that's not a bad answer.
Lisa believes that legends live forever in people's hearts. I think that for a legend to be never-ending, it has to be filled with hopes and dreams, and actively pass from one person to the next.
Yes. Though your answer and Lisa's answer don't conflict. In fact, they are practically the same answer, worded in slightly different ways. They follow from one another.
So, what are the answers to the 4 riddles then?
Well, let's hear the riddles in their proper form first, Paimon.
You're really smart, Paimon. I bet you can figure it all out in no time.
Kale, we want to solve this someday. Please, don't encourage her. Though I do want to see what she answers.
Or, let's all share our thoughts on what we think the answers might be.
Thank you, Sucrose. That'll be helpful. Wait, I still get to hear Paimon's thoughts, but we're not here forever. Oh, good.
Wait for me.
Hey, Timaeus. I'm surprised at how much of a role you're having in this this event.
Oh, Timaeus, what brings you here?
Oh, he does know Sucrose quite well, so I suppose it's not that surprising.
I'm sorry, I really am. The time just got away from me and I didn't get around to writing that letter. However, I'm happy to announce that I think I can be the one who would never lie.
Really? You would never lie, Timaeus. Shall we put that to the test? Who is your love interest in Liua?
Huh? This is kinda sudden.
Yeah. I love the little, very subtle, quick little nods. I always love just Traveler's body language.
Not that we don't trust you, Timaeus, but,
Paimon's too.
could you elaborate a little after you catch your breath?
Yes, please. Need some water?
Of course.
There's a
of
fountain
course.
back there. Not sure if it's safe to drink. It's probably not potable.
Do you still remember the time I, collaborated with a certain Miss Ying R?
No? Did I? I have the feeling this is from one of the events I haven't done. Remind me.
Well, basically, she helped me out a lot with my research into potion making once, and
Oh
well, we've stayed in
my
touch through letters ever since.
God. You aren't. Ah. I can't even begin to describe how jealous I am of you.
Wait, so Ying Er is the girl from Liyue that Sucrose mentioned earlier?
I know, right? Oh, Timaeus, you lucky dog, you.
We always assumed you were hard at work every time you sat at the crafty bench. So you've just been writing letters to Ying Er the whole time?
I mean, come on, Paimon. This is a far better use of his time than crafting or whatever.
No, well, I mean, not all the time. I've done some work too. And anyway, our correspondence covers a lot of serious topics.
Right.
Like perfumes, potions, alchemy.
Yeah. And the most important of all, love, right?
Anyway, a few months ago, I made a vow to the heavens that I will be true to myself and never utter an insincere word until the day that I've managed to win Miss Ying R's heart.
We have to make this happen. What do you need, Timaeus? I am your wingman. Right now. We'll do everything in our possible to make this happen. Even as jealous as we may be.
So, at Star Snatch Cliff, you were picking Cecilia's as a gift for Ying Er?
You know, I'm sorry for criticizing you earlier. You can have all of my Cecilias.
Well, that's right. The Cecilia flower is said to represent a once wayward heart transformed by the power of love.
Oh.
I couldn't think of a better flower to give than that.
I suppose that's why that one couple who's always at the top of Star Snatch Cliff wants Cecilia's.
I know full well that Miss Ying R is far more knowledgeable than I in both the ways of the world and the ways of our craft.
And the
but
ways of love.
I thought I should make the effort for once and put myself out there.
Or at least the
Briefly to
ways of
subject the last
innuendos.
few days in the Windblume Festival, I thought it was time for me to invite Miss Ying R to Mondstadt.
Is she gonna come? Oh, I hope we get to see her.
But yesterday, Albedo told me that Sucrose has been working hard to help another girl achieve her dream.
Kale?
Huh?
And when I went to take a look at our roster, I saw that she'd done my remaining work for me.
Sucrose. Yes. You are too nice.
I feel incredibly guilty.
Oh, it's okay, Timaeus.
I've been spending all of my time in my own fantasy world while everyone else has been bending over backwards to help other people. How could I ever hope to be worthy of Miss Ying-Ar's love if I'm so selfish?
That's fair. I still stand by the statement that, wooing Miss Yinger is a far better use of your time. But it's also true, it's a catch-22 here. That in so doing, you become unworthy of her love, so... Yeah, this is the smart move.
Oh, Timaeus.
And that's why I've decided to join you.
Well, welcome aboard, Timaeus.
But then what about Ying-Ar?
I'm sure she'll understand it. She's probably on her way still, right? Please be on your way.
Yeah. Haven't you been planning this for over a month now? You said you were gonna invite her to Mondstadt.
I mean, if he was going to invite her to Mondstadt, he probably did it. Yep, I would hope weeks ago. It's not the kind of trip you can just spring on someone.
Well, yes, I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit, which is why I just sent her another gift with my hand-picked Windblooms, along with a handwritten letter.
Just? Shouldn't you have done that like last week?
I explained that a matter of great importance has presented itself to which I must devote my full attention for the time being. As soon as it's resolved, I'll make haste to Liyue to pick her up in person.
I swear, these people treating this like it's just a walk in the park. You're going to a city in another nation, buddy.
I made sure to package the gift and letter with the greatest care. All I can do now is hope that she'll understand.
Yeah. I'm sure she will.
Point being, please know that I sincerely want to support you in this endeavor. Plus, I think I'm an honest person. As far as I recall, I don't think I've told a single lie in my life.
Really? Not a single white lie? Not a omitted truth? Nothing?
Well, you certainly convinced Paimon with that speech. Don't worry, Timaeus. We won't let your determination go to waste.
I mean, Razor still also fits. He would never lie. He trusts us.
Thank you, Timaeus.
But yes.
Thank you, everyone. I promise to do everything I can to help.
Well, actually, I already said that. But still, welcome aboard, Timaeus.
Okay, so it looks like we found our one who would never lie.
Yeah.
Great! Let's keep it up. On to the other three.
You want to do the clock, or...
Okay, Paimon will do the honors.
Hi, Klee.
We have with us here the flower, the guide, the legend, and Timaeus.
And Timaeus. Wait, is Klee the guide? Or I don't think they were showing up in order of who was who. I think Klee is the legend. The legendary Klee. Klee is a legend. Absolutely.
Huh? Why did you only say Timaeus' name?
Yeah.
You should say my name, too.
I agree, Klee. Paimon, correct yourself immediately.
All right. We also have Klee.
There you go.
That's me!
Oh my god. Her next banner can't come around soon enough. Unfortunately, it wasn't that long ago. Probably be another year or something.
With Klee here, this all somehow feels like we're getting ready for a field trip.
Why do you sound so disappointed, Mona? Do you not enjoy hanging out with Klee? If so, I'm not sure we can be friends anymore.
There's nothing wrong with a more relaxed atmosphere, is there?
Oh, right, Albedo, you wanted to discuss your answer in person?
Of course. We will soon see if my hypothesis has any merit.
I will be shocked if it doesn't.
Actually, I'm still feeling a little nervous.
Oh, don't worry, Klee. Or Kale. Kali. Don't worry, Kale. I'm sure this will work.
But weren't you all fired up just a moment ago?
He is. But, he can still be nervous.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's do this.
Actually, I'm a little worried too. Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
You guys don't have to be too worried. Nothing bad is gonna happen if we fail. It's just for fun. I suppose Kale would be a little sad, though, which would be unfortunate.
I know what you're feeling. Saying anything becomes so much harder when there are so many people watching.
Aw.
Well, does anyone know the exact location of where we're headed, or should I do a reading on my scry glass?
Thank you, guide who will never get lost.
According to the prophecy, once we figured out the answer, we should test it at the
Wait.
Lantern of Utmost Joy. Wait, but where is this lantern?
Oh, right. That's right. Fenty already gave us the answer. Or no, he told us where the Lantern of Utmost Joy is. I don't think he gave us the answer to the prophecy. Thank you, Venti.
Oh, we know something about that.
I've already found out where it is.
What?
Clea's shocked face is adorable. You make up a story about how you discovered the location by divining the
Wow.
wind.
That's amazing. You really know how to do everything under the sun.
Clearly, we are not the one who would never lie. Though, we've never been even close. I mean, we play so many cards close to the chest. I mean, the Traveler even keeps secrets from the player, so
Then we'll let you lead the way.
follow me.
This is it! We're off to find the sacred location of the Lantern of Utmost Joy.
Yes. Didn't he say it was like at the tree or something?
According to the map, it should be somewhere around here.
Yes. So I don't see a
Let me take
lantern.
look. Oh, it should be right up ahead.
Yeah, no lantern. I swear, Venti was pulling our leg. Gotta be the best prank.
Aw, I don't see any lanterns here.
I am sorry, Clee. I would hate to disappoint you.
Now that I think about it, the prophecy didn't say anything about what the Lantern of Utmost Joy actually looks like, right? Maybe we've overlooked something?
I'm following Venti's note. That's a really nice detail.
Traveler, are you trying to figure out something else from the paper?
Exactly. Venti's note here says we should look up and seek the answer from the sky.
Paimon's reading too! Huh? It says to look up.
Paimon, please don't reveal my secret. Thank you very much. We can't let them know this was from Venti.
But there's nothing above us! The wind didn't trick us, did it?
That's what I'm saying. It would be I wouldn't put it past Venti to prank us. I mean, we have that kind of fun together. But I don't think he did. The slip also says, now you should recite the incantation. Paimon, take a look at this.
Place the squirrel on the back of the pointy-eared cat, and a pious puppy
What?
will open the doors to show you the way.
What?
Huh. Paimon read the whole thing out loud, but nothing's happening.
That's the incantation. Place the squirrel on the back of the pointy-eared cat. And a pious puppy will open the doors. All right. That is quite the sentence that Venti wrote down.
Look! The wind is blowing!
Huh. It actually worked.
What a strong wind current.
Oh, hey.
Let's ride it up and see where it leads us.
Has that floating island always been there? Or am I going crazy?
Huh? We'll have to fly up there? Can someone carry me with them?
I got you. Don't worry.
Here.
Oh, Albedo can. Can I carry Clee? I'm gonna give her a piggyback ride. I don't think it's always been there, actually. Alice, did you make this for us? She does like to make islands, so now I'm actually feeling more confident on my answer. I'm leaning more towards the 99% range.
How did this little island get up here in the sky? Did somebody make it?
I know, right?
Just to be safe, I've been jotting down our entire route here. This way, no one will get lost.
Good job, Cully. Good job.
Oh, good thinking, Cully. Ah,
Though I
couldn't
wasn't
really
worried about
find
that.
This kind of table here. Weird. It's almost as if someone was holding a tea party.
I know, right? Where's the Mad Hatter?
I never would have guessed that such a place could exist. Right above Mondstadt, too.
I know, right? Like I said, I don't think it was always here.
Wow, look at that pretty
Oh,
lantern on
there
the
you go,
table.
Clee.
There's even a chair for each side of the lantern, too.
I know. Yeah. That must be the actual lantern Venti was, or the prophecy mentioned then.
There seems to be something on the back of this chair. Let me have a closer look.
Oh, is this going to tell us if we got the right answers? Is it a name?
Take your seat, present your answers, and you shall reach enlightenment.
Oh, wow. Alice has way too much fun.
Well, as far as instructions go, I guess that's simple enough.
So we just need to do as it says, right?
Yeah.
Wait a second.
What?
What is it, Albedo?
Yeah.
We'd better make sure this place is safe before taking our seats.
I mean,
Everyone, please stay clear for a moment.
I'm not worried. Alice wouldn't do anything too bad to us. Though, on second thought, there is always the time she helped, quote unquote, helped a guy, and he ended up being unable to not repeat people's or copy people.
Well, all our questions and doubts aside, the scenery here is pretty amazing.
Oh
It'd be
yeah,
impossible to feel stressed here.
I think she just wanted to give us a nice present. Oh hey, she's trying to scry, and little Clea is doing who knows what in the little bush. Probably looking at a bug or some leaves or something. Having a fun time.
How is everything, Albedo?
Everything seems to be fine. I didn't find any traps or suspicious mechanisms.
But Albedo, do you really think your skills as an alchemist would ever compare to the power of Alice? I mean, I respect your abilities greatly, but I will never bet against Alice. I wouldn't even... All the Archons versus Alice, I'm putting my money on Alice.
But I also couldn't find any overt destructive devices.
Right.
What do you mean?
Well, it seems that wrong answers won't have any catastrophic consequences.
Oh, good.
Looks like we'll have to sit on these chairs and fulfill the prophecy.
Fantastic.
Everyone, I would like to suggest that we try some risky answers on our first attempt.
Okay,
Let's reserve our most confident answers for the second round.
fair enough.
That sounds kind of smart. But why?
Just see what happens.
Ah, I get what he means. If we do as he says, then we may be able to figure out how the puzzle works.
Okay.
I see. That makes a lot of sense.
I mean, in reality, if there's no negative consequences, it doesn't actually matter how we give our answers. What's the matter, Mona?
Mona, is there something wrong? You're not looking too good.
You realize this is from your master's rival?
Oh, are you hungry? I brought some snacks.
Oh, Clea ever thoughtful.
Thank you for offering Klee, but that's not quite it. While Albedo was checking just now, I gave my scryglass
I
a
saw
spin,
that.
hoping to find some information. But there's a strange aura to this place. It's almost as if someone has been staring at me as soon as we stepped foot in here.
Gee, I wonder who that could be.
But if nothing here has actually been physically tampered with, then no. Could that person be?
Yes, it could. Mona just shivered. Did she sense some kind of great power? I think so.
What do you mean, Mona? Who could it be?
I think someone you know very well, Klee.
Never mind. It's not like I've got any proof.
Do share your thoughts. I want to know if you're thinking the same thing I am.
Don't leave us on the edge like this, Mona.
Thank you, Paimon.
I'll just do what Albedo said.
Smart.
Yes. Let's test the hypothesis together, Klee.
Come on, join us, Mona.
Yeah, take your seat.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Don't worry, Alice isn't
then
gonna
I'll
hurt
answer
you.
The first question. If someone were to ask me to find a flower that is not of this world,
Sucrose, take your seat first.
You can do it, Sucrose.
Klee, I don't know why, but her words of encouragement for Sucrose are just precious. There you go. Go take your seat.
then I would fetch a tetragenic sweet flower.
Oh? That is not of this world, or its sweetness not of this world.
All right, I'm up next. My part of the prophecy is to find a guide who will never get lost.
Take your seat next to Sucrose.
I hope you found your answer.
Aw. Oh, so much wholesomeness between these two. Talking about unworldly sweetness. These two qualify.
My answer is that I will be that guide. For a long time, I have been guided by others. It's taken me a while, but I finally made it to where I am today.
Aw. It's a nice thought.
Although I still haven't made a name for myself, and I'm still quite immature, I would still like to put my name forward. Because I would like to become a guide that can help others. I want to help others the same way Amber, Master Tainari, Sino, and everyone else helped me. Now
Oh,
it's my turn to pass on the gift that I've been given.
that is just... God, she is so great. Making me really look forward to Sumeru.
All right, it's up to me to answer the third part. I'll submit myself as one who would never lie.
Alrighty.
Although I've never really had any other virtues or talents, I'm confident that I've always been an honest person.
I imagine Alice is actually listening through this lantern somehow. And so she's judging our answers.
I'd like to thank everyone, too, for giving me this opportunity to validate myself.
Of course, Timaeus.
And last but not least, I will answer the final part
Why
of the
did you take your
prophecy.
seat, Mona?
There's no tale more befitting the title of a legend that never ends than our fates as human beings.
Huh.
Wait! The lantern just lit up!
Oh, yeah.
Whoa! All four sides of the lantern are glowing!
Oh, yeah.
Huh? But
But all we did was submit a batch of test answers. I'm not so sure the actual answers really mattered. What mattered was that we came to an honest answer.
Kale, could I ask you to stand up for a second?
oh, all right.
Interesting.
Huh? What's going on?
Yeah.
Why is it lighting up regardless of who's sitting in the chair? Didn't it say we have to answer all the questions correctly?
But there are, I mean, these prophecies are always far too vague to have a true, correct answer. Like I said, all that matters is we come to an honest answer.
It's pretty clear now, isn't it? We've just proven that there is no right answer for this prophecy.
Yep.
No right answer? But how could that be?
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mechanism that we had all imagined it to be.
Yeah.
I believe the lantern only serves as a simple signal.
Oh? Signal for what? Who's that?
And to think,
Oh, her.
I never expected you to actually find this place.
No?
What? There's someone else here?
Who are you actually?
We meet again, traveler.
All right, Scarlet. But who are you actually?
Hey, you're that Outlander we met the other day at Good Hunter.
Yeah.
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find this place. Good thing that you were too preoccupied with the prophecy to notice someone tailing you from the shadows.
Scarlet, do look at whose company you're in. You're probably Fatui, but, I mean, there's like a dozen really powerful people here.
Oh, is that so? Then why do I spy yet another person following in your shadow?
It's Rosaria.
Wait, really?
Yeah, really. How did you do this? I swear she's like the Batman of this world. Rosaria.
There's no need for pleasantries. You should know I'm here for you.
Yeah.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from abroad?
No, I think it's because you're being very suspicious, and also you let that very nefarious tone come into your voice, like you were about to hatch an evil plot.
I was there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
What were you doing in Marjorie's?
So you had your eyes on me even then, huh? That was 2 whole weeks ago, you know.
Oh, wow. She's been here for a while, then.
It's hard not to notice you when I'm on duty every day.
All right. In that case, I'll admit it. I was the person who slipped this prophecy into the storybook.
Really? Oh, there goes my Klee, my Klee answer.
Huh? But why? Then, does that mean this wasn't a real prophecy after all?
Don't worry. Even though you probably have plenty of reservations about me, you can be sure that the prophecy is genuine.
I am so confused about you right now. Maybe Alice was not the correct answer.
In fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy to me.
Oh?
She hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a single letter to signify themselves.
Oh?
Who would have guessed? It seems that power was indeed left behind by the old hag after all.
Wait, what letter does she go by?
Ah, so you're B's student. It's an honor to meet you.
Oh.
I'm Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Huh. I don't think I knew about any of this before. An assembly of old, powerful women. I need to go back and reread what that exactly said, but very interesting. So, Mona's B's student, the astrologist. What is Alice's code letter then?
Well, what are you talking about?
And I guess Scarlet is not, in fact, nefarious then, probably. She just has a way of seeming that way when she talks sometimes. I swear, it sounded like her tone of voice made it sound like she was about to unhatch an evil plot, but maybe she just can't help it.
It's a long story, but I'm not quite sure that I'm the best person to tell it. Since you've all spent so much time and energy trying to decipher this prophecy, you must also be very interested in the secret behind this lantern, no?
Very, yes.
The lantern has already been lit. Now then, please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
Oh? There's the wind.
Huh. Why did this little thing just light up? How strange.
That's a new voice.
Hello? On the other side of the lantern. Can you hear me over there?
Huh? Who are we talking to?
Mom?
Oh my god!
Oh, I hear many youthful voices.
Hi, Alice.
Madam, I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
She's got to be A, right? A for Alice.
Oh, since we've last gathered, Jay's successor has already become so reckless and bold. Unbelievable.
Also, are you putting on a voice? I'm pretty sure that you did not have that accent before.
Wait. Why are you talking just like the old hag?
Mona.
Old hag? Who would dare say that? Is that Mona?
Oh, watch out, Mona.
Who are you? Who dares imitate my master?
Oh, wait, that one was that one B?
And what of imitation and mimicry? It has always been a fool's errand to mimic and learn from humanity.
I think she's mimicking a whole bunch of people.
Oh, it's Alice. I'm here too.
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other people?
So she was putting on voices. I thought so.
So I see everyone's here. Well then, my warmest greetings, everyone.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
Miss Alice, why would you...
Well, it's been many years since this lantern last lit up.
Huh.
You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends from my youth may have decided to catch up again.
Well, I suppose so. So this wasn't actually an elaborate plot set up by you? Has this... I kind of want to go back and... Has this island always been here? We just couldn't get to it?
Why she sounds so coy all of a sudden?
I mean, I don't know. She obviously can... She could have easily made this island, surely. But... It doesn't sound like she planned this little gathering of us. But I wouldn't put it past her to have used Scarlet for this purpose. It sounds like something she would do.
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animo Archon Barbados.
Yeah.
You must be commended for uncovering an artifact entrusted to the god of wind himself.
It's something... I feel like the, this assembly of, that she belongs to probably do, I will not be surprised at all if the Archons are maybe not subservient to, but generally beneath their group. Like I said, I'm only half joking when I say I would not ever bet against Alice. I would not be one bit surprised if they are stronger. Even I don't even know if maybe not even necessarily even combat strength, but just in general more powerful than the Archons. Will not be surprised.
Tell me, are you sitting around my beloved tea party table?
We are.
It's a really long table.
Thank you for the observation, Cleve. Love it.
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animo Archon has granted you entry to this place. Was all of this Scarlet's doing?
Well, now I'm thinking probably it was more like Venti's doing, but she was probably put up to it by him or something. Or maybe he just saw the opportunity and it's like, oh, I see what's happening. Sure, I'll let you go there.
Wait. Paimon's completely lost now. So what was this assembly you were talking about earlier?
That is a very good question, Paimon.
Oh, Miss Alice, would it be all right to leave the explanation of that to you?
As long as she actually explains it.
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and activating the lantern.
Yes.
Now then, let me tell you a long and ancient story.
Please tell me we actually get the story. Oh, yes. Here we go.
Ever heard of the Hexenzirkel?
No.
As the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even challenged the Animo Archon himself. But he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song."
Okay.
From then on, the mages would only ever convene
So it's a council of witches.
in the skies or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences. As the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Alice is so fascinating.
Yesterday, I snuffed out the life of my beloved.
Oh, jeez.
He had grown old and was extremely sick.
Oh, my God.
He loved me dearly.
Nice animation.
So I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
Dark.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left.
Huh.
But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
Albedo, maybe?
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children.
Oh, one of them
day.
is dead.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let
Yeah,
me
that's a B.
spy.
That is definitely B. Mana's master.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the
Right.
mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
Witch's Tea Party. Man, major ReZero vibes.
So this is where the legendary mages held their meetings.
Yeah. Did we wait? So if Paimon knows about the legendary mages, I'm guessing we've heard that name in a past event, probably. If so, it sounds like one I'll probably need to check out sometime. So they're a council of some. It sounds like perhaps semi-immortal witches. I'm very curious how that would have gone, them versus Barbados. Like I said. So probably it doesn't sound like the Archons are, like I said, not subservient. Which wasn't the right word anyways. But it sounds like they at least could theoretically take on the Archons if they wanted. But why would they want to? They have better things to do. They're witches. I swear, Alice... She's got to be one of the most important characters in the game. I'm sure we've got to meet her someday.
That's right. We often met here to chat and have tea.
Then what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of utmost joy, we'd receive a supreme blessing?
Oh, right.
About that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of that prophecy. It's a little embarrassing.
I see you did write that prophecy then.
The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding.
Oh.
So it was indeed written by all of you.
I think that's probably the answer Albedo had in his mind.
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth to everybody, Albedo. Knowing you,
Yeah.
you probably figured out everything the moment you laid eyes on the message.
Wouldn't surprise me. It sounds like Albedo has met all of them in person, too. I mean, I suppose Cleve has obviously met her mother as well, but...
No, it took me a little longer than that.
Which maybe he is the son of one of them.
A flower that is not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages.
Oh. Witches. You're obviously witches, which I suppose is a type of mage.
When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together.
Interesting. They had to leave the group to get married. Guess they couldn't be a part of the council of witches if they weren't single. How many of you are there left, I wonder?
A flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of our full name, Rhindaughter, also known as Gold.
I see. Sounds German.
If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her.
Is that the one who had the son that they were going to raise? I just, once again, that flower species that doesn't exist, that is something that Albedo was working on.
The guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole.
Oh.
You may not have encountered her yet, but she is a truly extraordinary woman who has made this world's direction and order her subject of study.
Interesting. So they are still alive. Good to know. It sounds like only one of them has a shorter lifespan. Or had.
Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess,
Oh?
she will only speak to guide people toward the truth when a change has occurred in the world.
She wasn't the one who spoke to us at the archipelago, was she? I think that one claimed to be a bird, right? It's been a while now. Can't quite remember exactly what she said.
She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning.
Yeah, it sounds like her. I'm starting to think that this was her.
If one day you would be unfortunate enough to run into a truly dangerous situation, she may use her voice to guide the way forward for you.
Who would have guessed that there are so many mysterious women in this world and that they would all know each other?
Of course. Councils of witches always know each other, especially in these kinds of settings where there are only a handful of them. They always form councils or tea parties or groups like this. Secret societies. Or not so secret societies.
The one who would never lie is me.
Oh.
I hope no one would take offense. It's just that I, Alice, or A for short,
Yeah?
have always had a soft spot for those with sincerity and candor.
Oh. If you would never lie, please, I have so many questions for you.
As for a legend that never ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works. Have any of you ever read The Boar Princess?
Oh. This is the one who died, isn't it? The one who said, please pass down my work. All right, I feel like I need to read that sooner rather than later.
Huh? I'm pretty sure every child in Mondstadt has read that book.
It's also one of my favorite stories. M was an exceptional human writer who used her prose to teach me the meaning of grief.
So that's why her lifespan was so much shorter. She was human. Which, yeah, I mean, Alice is obviously an elf or an elf-like creature, judging by Klee.
Don't you think such a person would deserve a seat at the mage's table?
Yeah, I suppose so. I would never deny your judgment, Alice.
Paimon's getting more and more lost.
What's the matter?
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to everything that Alice has said. Jay was also a mortal who aged and passed on, leaving her title to her students and followers.
Oh, so that's at least 2 who are gone. Out of, there were 7 originally, I think. I'd have to go back and count. So that would make you her successor? Or I guess she had multiple students. I wonder if Mona has any other colleagues that are students of B.
Alice, you've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors.
Oh.
It's now been centuries since the first of us took on
Oh.
council. I've always wanted to meet you.
I want to meet her too. Interesting, she's never acknowledged any of them. In centuries, yeah. Alice is long-lived. I suppose you're clearly human, so that means there have been many generations of successors for Jay, sounds like.
Do you also want to become a mage?
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose of the Hexen Circle.
I am as well. Also, yeah, this is clearly... This magic, these mages, I don't think they're talking about visions. Not at all. It's more raw and primal than that. Real magic, if you will. Which, I mean... kind of wonder if visions are just a way that mere mortals, non-mages, a handicap, basically. If they're a handicap for them to be able to channel magic. That wouldn't surprise me. I think that would make a lot of sense.
I used to think that the Hexen Circle was a group of women who could control the very fate of this world.
I mean...
But now, I've seen for myself that besides Jay, many other ordinary people were also among you.
I mean, it sounds like anyone that took their fancy joined it. But, I mean, I also don't think you were wrong. I very much believe Alice could change the fate of the very world if she so desired. It sounds more like she is more content to observe, for the most part, though. I'm sure much to the Archon's happiness.
Do you think less of us now?
No, not at all. My interest is
So the Hexen Circle still does exist.
I'm more drawn towards the idea of becoming a mage.
But, it sounds like some of the members cycle out. Of course, can only join with the ascension of the other members. Presumably Alice at the very least, based off what she said earlier. I suspect Alice is probably the leader of this group if they have one.
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors, but you are different. You are much more fascinating than any of your predecessors.
Oh. You might become a mage yourself then? Can you actually use magic?
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
That also would explain why he calls her aunt, if he is the son of that one other Hexen Circle member.
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
Wait, is Jay still alive? Didn't you say she was human? And that she was... I guess she is a mage, though, so... Oftentimes witches can artificially extend their lives, so... I suppose it's not that weird.
So the mage who received the prophecy letter from all of you was Jay? She left the Hexen Circle after getting married?
Yeah, how long ago was that, incidentally?
Precisely.
That'll help me out a little bit.
There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we meant as soon as she saw the message. We were just asking one thing of her.
To find happiness?
Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness, please come share some of it with your best friends and sisters.
That's actually really sweet.
So, the Supreme Blessing actually meant...
All journeys are fleeting and will eventually come to an end. What will give us the most fulfillment and happiness in the end are those who will greet us at our journey's destination.
That is actually really, really, really good advice.
Dear child, I believe
In other words,
you can
focus on the
also
relationships you
understand
make
what I'm
along the
talking
way.
about. We women will always have many troubles and encounter pains and frustrations that will keep us up at night. But no matter how hard things may become, we will cross mountains and oceans to see our best friends again, regardless of how many years have passed or how far the distance may be.
For them, that is many years that might have passed.
As long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will be filled with joy. To us mages, that's what being supremely blessed is all about.
In which case, Kale, I think you are already becoming supremely blessed.
Oh. I still don't get it, but I do know that all the mages are Mom's best friends.
Of course, Klee.
If you ask how I see it, the Hexen Circle is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth with.
Oh? And you're current. Or I guess maybe it was disbanded. I don't know.
Anyway, I'll introduce
Even
some
if the
of
members
other
still
members
exist.
to you all later.
Do
I still
please
have
do.
a few things to attend to, so this will have to do for today.
Damn it. Probably be a year later we'll get another event and more Alice content.
Bye, Mom.
Oh.
Todoko says bye too.
Oh, yeah. God, she is. Klee and Alice. Are they the two best characters? I don't know, but they are up there.
Goodbye, darling, and farewell to all of our other friends as well. I'm sure we'll see each other again.
Well, hear each other again at least. I do hope to see you someday.
Oh, now that I think of it, isn't it getting close to that time of year?
What time of year? Windblume?
Yes, it's Windblume again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary date. I'm sure you still remember.
Oh, is this Jay's anniversary?
Yes, I do remember now. It was on this day many years ago that Jay tied the knot.
I suppose Windblume is the time of romance, right? That's what everyone was saying.
Ah, just in time for the Festival of Love and Freedom. Everyone, please enjoy this year's Windblume Festival to the fullest.
Well, now I certainly am. I already was, but I did not expect all... Well, I suppose I sort of did expect it. From the very beginning, I said this has Alice written all over it. But, I wasn't expecting to get to hear her voice, though. Alice's voice fades. It's just, once again, a regular piece of decor. Oh, we actually... Thank you. Thank you. For a moment, everyone looks lost in thought, but soon chatter begins to fill the space again. Before long, everyone spreads their gliders to return to Mondstadt. Yes, we enjoy our tea party.
Whoa! Ah, Albedo! Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
Poor Timaeus. I swear this island wasn't here before, though. But clearly it must have been, right? It's gonna disappear again when the event ends, isn't it? All right. Back at the crafting bench. Hey, Birdie. You're a big birdie. What's the matter? Oh, yeah, a little bit of motion sickness flying around.
Are you okay, Timaeus? Maybe you'd feel better if you just, let it out.
Do it in a waste bin, please, not all over the ground.
I'm fine. I'm just a little glider sick, that's all.
You may want to look into getting your own gliding license when you have the time. It might prove helpful to you.
It might. You could take Yinger out on a nice glide through the night sky.
Okay. Sure thing.
It sounds like you've still got something on your minds. Why don't you tell us? We're all happy to listen.
Yeah.
It's nothing, really. It's just, well, Alice's story was really interesting and romantic. I won't argue about that.
Sure.
But still, the whole thing wasn't quite what I was hoping for.
It was beyond my best expectations, quite frankly.
Of course, I didn't actually expect the Supreme Blessing to be real, but...
Oh, you wanted the blessing. Did you not catch the meaning of her story, though? What is the Supreme Blessing, Timaeus? The Supreme Blessing is real.
Don't say that. None of this was your fault, Timaeus. Honestly, it's more on me for having agreed to be the Windblume Festival Special Ambassador. Had I not asked for everyone's help...
It's okay, Sucrose. It's okay.
If anything, it should be my fault for finding that prophecy.
That prophecy was clearly laid for us to find. If it hadn't been you, it would have been someone else. She would just moved it.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to blame the two of you either. I just feel like this whole adventure didn't really end on a high note, and we also didn't really get anything out of it.
We got amazing lore, Timaeus. Do you not appreciate Genshin lore?
But I'd say we still learned something new.
Well, that aside, Timaeus, you still need to go to Liyue to apologize to Yinger, right?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want Kale and I to accompany you?
You can't leave Yinger hanging. This is too important. You have to... If you mess this up, Timaeus, you are... I don't even know what to tell you. You will never find a better person to pursue.
Oh, Miss Yinger. Well, I mean, I just really don't want her to get mad at me. Now that I've come back to my senses, I really don't know what I should do.
Is she gonna walk up?
Hey, you three? You may want to look over there.
Is that?
Huh?
Yep. There she is.
Miss Yinger?
Yep.
Oh, so that's Miss Yinger? I've never met her before.
She is a lovely, lovely person. I love her. I really am jealous of old Timaeus, but I wish them happiness.
Yep, that's her. And she actually came all the way to Mondstadt.
Yeah.
I am so sorry, Miss Yinger. But how did you... I mean...
Are you so happy just to see me?
Of course. Who wouldn't be? Someone out of their mind, I suppose.
Of course I am. I'm so happy that, I don't, sorry, I don't know what to say.
I was ready to give you a harsh scolding, but now that I've seen you like this, I suppose I could let you off the hook this time.
The way she speaks is amazing.
You said you couldn't come to pick me up because of a very important matter, right? Well then, of course I had to come and find you instead.
Timaeus? You lucky dog. I mean, she probably very much does care for you.
Should we go see how they're doing?
Yes, Paimon, of course. Did you even have to ask?
Well, I wouldn't. You'll get hit by a forest boar if you interrupt a couple's romantic conversation.
We're not going to interrupt, Mona. We are going to observe. We are going to eavesdrop from behind like a potted plant or something.
Oh, really? We'll just leave them alone then.
No, Paimon, we are committed to this. They look quite happy. Maybe that's what Windblume's all about. Oh, that's a nice smile. Happy Traveler is
I am so
great.
glad to
Bye,
see
Clee.
Timaeus find his happiness.
I have to say, I'm even more envious of you, Sucrose.
Oh?
You can be happy just to see others happy. And you gave me so much help without any expectations in return. Even though you said that we're very much alike, I still feel like you have a much bigger heart than I do.
Aw. Oh, Kale.
But if you say that, then I'd say I'm also nowhere near as brave or tenacious as you.
Perhaps.
I guess we have the same amount of positive qualities. They're just spread over different parts of our personalities.
It's one way to think about it.
I've never visited Sumeru, or made many friends from outside of Mondstadt. I'm happy just to have met and become your friend.
Aw. There you go.
Maybe I'll get shy and flustered when I meet other people I don't know in the future. But that's okay too.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with getting shy. Or with being shy and getting flustered.
Since we are so alike, you probably get what I'm trying to say. You just need to believe that all of your issues aren't really issues at all.
Yeah. Self-acceptance is the key to Kale's troubles. Though, I mean, just saying that is easier than fixing it, for sure.
But isn't it too late now for me to learn to accept myself?
No, it's never too late.
Well... Do you know anything about the blooming cycles of Cecilius?
I doubt it, but maybe. I mean, Tainari is an expert on plants, so maybe. And she is his student, is she not?
I may have read about that in a book before.
That's a topic that my parents used to talk about back when they were still dating. Surprising, right? To think that people would talk about that while on a date.
I mean, if that's what they're interested in.
My mom brought it up at dinner one time last month. She called my dad
I want to meet your
the
parents.
most boring man she knew, and said that he even turned up late to a date once.
Oh, God.
All with a smile on her face.
Well, they're made for each other, they're made for each other. I really want to meet your parents, though, Sucrose.
But she also said that
Klee.
learning is just another part of life. It's never too late to start something, as long as you recognize that it's something good for you to do.
Go back to Klee. I want to see her jumping up and down happy again.
Why don't you give it a try, Kale?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try my best.
Don't worry if you fail. Just try again.
They're really having a great conversation. Paimon can't even find a moment to join in.
Well, perhaps you shouldn't butt in then and just let them continue having their great conversation. Well, isn't it great that they're getting along so well?
I nearly forgot. This is for you.
What?
This texture. Are these seeds?
Oh, what kind of seeds?
Yep. I believe I mentioned my sweet flower research
Oh,
to you
yeah.
before. These are the seeds of the sweet flower cultivars that I've worked on.
Those will grow tetratanic sweet flowers?
It's nothing too special, but they're the best cultivars that I've made. So, I really hope that you'll like them.
Aw. Sucrose, I'm sure she'll love them.
They're super sweet and easy to grow and keep. I'm also submitting them as my Windblooms for this year. I wish that the Animo Archon could also see how lovely they are.
Don't worry, Sucrose. I am positive the Animo Archon can see. I am positive. The Animo Archon he might not intervene, but he keeps a watchful eye on Mondstadt. The wind sees all.
Thank you. I'll plant them in the Avidia forest and take good care of them.
Kale, please take these notes with you.
Oh, another gift?
I've heard that you've been working hard on your studies, so I've prepared some study materials for you at Sucrose's request.
Nice. For
Feel free
reading?
to look through them whenever you can find the time. Mondstadt's doors will always remain open to you.
Made so many new friends, Kale.
Thank you so much. Really,
She's just another character I just want to be happy.
I don't know what to say. I'm just really happy.
That's good.
Sucrose, now's your chance. Didn't you want to collect a breath of joy?
Terrible timing, Paimon.
You're right. I almost forgot. Kale, you exhale once into this
Such a
test
weird
tube,
request.
I will save this breath of joy and use it in my research.
Oh, really? May I?
Yes, breathe into this test tube for me.
Of course.
I suppose Kale is fine with it. Kale exhales into Sucrose's test tube, and the fluid turns a deep violet. Wait, it had a fluid in it. Oh. A small sparkling cloud then puffs out of the test tube and rises into the air like a marshmallow before it's taken away by the wind. Did she lose it then? The breath of joy? What kind of reagent were you using there?
Huh? What was that?
It was the breath of joy reacting with some fluid.
It was like a little cloud of happiness, but now it flew away.
Huh. Yeah, there's the breath of joy.
Well, luckily, there's still some breath left in the test tube. I'll seal it up for now.
I hoped you would have sealed it immediately after, she breathed in. Otherwise, it's gonna leave the tube very, very fast.
I'll keep working on it and let you know as soon as I have any breakthroughs in my research.
Or become diluted with non-joyous breath.
Yeah, you can write to me. I'll be sure to respond as soon as I receive your letter.
And that'll be good practice, too. Yeah. Become pen pals with Sucrose. I still think you need to become pen pals with Razor, though. That would be perfect.
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen pal.
Yep.
Master Tainari! Sino!
If your friendship was forged in a test tube, does that make you test friends forever?
Yes, it does, Simon. Thank you for giving us at least one more before this was over. I appreciate it.
That's it. I think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
Nonsense. He has cemented Sumeru as a place I must visit. Also, I'm leaning towards like 99% sure I'm gonna get him now.
All that matters is
I think
that
I only
I've
need like a
enjoyed
dozen
Mondstadt
wishes or something.
immensely. The dragon here possesses a majestic form.
Wait, did you see the dragon? Dvalin?
Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, this card back is for you.
Didn't Sino commission this?
Sino wanted you to have one for yourself. If I had to guess, I'd say he probably wants you to use it if you challenge
these are
him to
his
a duel.
TCG cards. Thank you, Sino. This is truly the greatest gift you could have given me. Well, no, that's not true. The greatest gift he gave me was all his humor. It's the second greatest gift he could have given me.
I'm a master of the game. Do you dare challenge me?
I challenge you to a duel any day.
Can you believe this guy? Huh. Let's knock him off his high horse.
It's time to duel!
Wait! I've got something to give you, too.
Yeah?
Huh? Kali has a gift
I'm
for
probably
us?
not good enough to beat him yet, though.
Yeah, I figured I should follow local Mondstadt customs and prepared a few small things themed after the Windblume Festival.
Thank you, Thank you, Kale. Oh, a little tag with a little, so is it a lavender flower? I can get them from the Sumeru exploration.
I made these bookmarks from Sumeru roses at the hotel.
Yeah,
I
Sumeru
want to
roses,
give them
that's
to
it.
Amber, Master Tainari, and Sino.
Thank you, Kale. Thank you so much.
During Windblume, Mondstadters offer flowers to the people most important to them. You three are family to me.
Oh.
But Tainari said that we're not anything like an academic family. He wouldn't write joint papers with us.
Tainari. Do you not want familial bonds with these two?
Well, in this case, we can consider ourselves as regular siblings. And that should be just fine.
You are a family and forged not in blood and not through research papers, but by friendship.
I agree. Oh, and here are some Padisara seeds as well.
Oh.
These are for the Traveler, Paimon, and everyone else from Mondstadt.
I'll make sure to put these in my garden.
Whoa!
Thank you. Score!
So, are these your chosen Windblooms?
I don't have a Windbloom, though.
Mm-hmm, one of them. Both Potty Sours and Sumeru Roses are my Windblooms. Although they're not native to Mondstadt, they are the flowers that can best express my feelings.
Thank you, Kale. We will treasure them.
I want to give them to the people I feel thankful for. To those who I wish to accompany as we greet more seasons and future Windblooms together.
Yes. See, you got your supreme blessing after all.
The real blessing in life is when you are surrounded by people who you'd miss day and night, and who you'd want to see even if that meant crossing mountains and oceans to do so.
See, she got the message.
I'm so happy to hear you say that.
What is it, Kale?
Sucrose, do you see that cloud over there?
Oh, are you getting a take two?
Huh?
What does it look like?
Doesn't it look just like your test tube?
Can we see the cloud? No. Well, that was absolutely lovely. Oh. I am going to go around and look for people to talk to. And we'll probably start... should I start with Tamace and Yinger or should I save them? I can't just go up to Yinger, can I? Don't think I didn't spot you up there, Albedo. Taking a sip of tea, are you? Mind if I join you?
You like the card back from Sino, right?
Oh, I need to check it out
must
still.
admit, I also spent a good amount of effort coming up with a design.
In fact, I'll check it out in just a second, in fact. I bet it's amazing, though.
His request was quite interesting. He wanted a dragon, a
Dragon?
cool pose,
Yeah?
and a design that would stand out and awe his opponents.
I mean, of course. I'm sure you had no problem giving it to him. I mean, it's a pretty standard request, really.
Although the commission was for himself, he wanted the back to be flashy enough to draw the attention of the opposing player. Perhaps there's something that can be said about how, when it comes to Genius Invocation TCG, friendship is more important than competition.
Nonsense. Competition is all that matters. Yeah, I kid.
He also said that such an impressive card back should be shared with friends.
Oh.
Since he gave it to you, this must mean he considers you to be a close friend.
Sino. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I suppose the real competition was the friends we made along the way.
Oh, and speaking of, to repay my efforts, he also gifted me the card back as well.
Huh.
Maybe I'll also give the game a try.
But you're the one who had to make it, so does it really count as a gift then? Well, it has been a pleasure, Albedo. But I have other people to search for. Oh, does my eyes deceive me? Venti's back in his spot. Are you ready for that drink now? How you doing?
Well, what do you think? I trust you've enjoyed this year's Windblume Festival.
Yes, I did. And thank you for not so spoiling the surprise that we would get to talk to Alice at the end. That was truly a joy.
I'm happy to see you find the time amidst your busy adventures to return to Mondstadt and celebrate the winds of freedom with us.
Of course, I would always make time for that. Mondstadt was my first, after all. And I enjoy all of your companies.
And if you have a moment now, would you care to hear a new love poem I wrote this year?
Sure. Is it... Oh. The topic isn't about a certain alchemist, crafter, and a perfume maker. Is it?
Allow me to recite it for you.
Wait, let me get a drink first. Come on.
This world has never seen such vibrant color. It bestows upon everyone a brilliant hue. A shade more ethereal than white, yet more radiant still than gold. It eases into your eyes, and restores to light a solitary soul. Maybe a bit too somber. Maybe I should write another one on sweet flowers instead.
It's not bad. It's very... It is perhaps a bit somber, but I overall like it. Maybe 4 out of 5 stars. I think structurally it could probably use a little work, but poetically, I mean, it's pretty nice. Not that I'm any kind of expert on poetry. Oh. Hey guys. Oh, big group here. May I join you? You wouldn't mind, would you?
Kale, Sucrose! I brought some home-cooked food. Why don't we enjoy it together?
Aw, that's so sweet of you, Amber.
Really? Sounds great.
I know, right?
I must point out a small issue about your cooking.
Oh no.
You have a tendency to put a little too much flavoring in your dishes.
Sucrose. Too much flavoring. But what, do you want your food to be bland? Is that, am I reading this right, or?
Sorry. I guess I've been a little heavy-handed with the seasonings lately.
Or is more of a, she puts like too much salt in it or something?
Are you feeling stressed recently?
Cause...
Do you want to find someone to play cards with?
Oh yeah.
It really helps with stress. I promise.
Yeah, very relaxing hobby. But, Sucrose, come on. Flavor-packed meals are the best. I don't think I've ever had a meal where I thought, wow, that is too much flavor.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea. If I recall, both you and Sucrose are pretty good
Now,
players,
if the
right?
flavors clashed, okay, but that's not the same thing. Oh? Call it? Or wait, no. Amber, you're a good player and Sucrose is a good player?
Oh yeah, we are. We've been playing together, and we were actually talking about this just a few days
actually,
ago.
Sucrose, you were the first person I ever played with, weren't you?
Since you are already familiar, would you mind also showing me the rules sometime?
Yeah. I want to play you, Eula.
Yeah, Kale seems to be a natural at the game. Maybe she's already the best player out of all of us.
Really?
Huh? Me?
I'll have to challenge you someday, Kale.
That's right. You've been all talk at the tavern. That little girl from Sumeru is really good at the game. If I can find the chance, I would love to test my skills against her.
Look at you, all popular now. Well, call it a match then. That doesn't work. We'll call it a match then. I'm working on my. I'm not anywhere near Sino's level, but I'm working on it.
Isn't that great, Kale? You've become a TCG celebrity.
Oh,
I imagine with a personality like hers, that sounds actually quite miserable. Well, I look forward to playing all of you at cards sometime soon. Honestly, I'm almost surprised I found you two. Hey, Mika, Tainari. They really can be hiding in any corner of Mondstadt, can't they?
Thank you so much for your surveying tips. I had no idea that the Sumeru Forest Watchers would also have expertise in this area. You really do know just about everything.
He is quite experienced, it seems.
It's only natural that forest watchers and surveyors would have some similar skills.
Yeah.
We're both constantly outdoors and on the move after all.
Oh, yeah, makes sense. I didn't even doubt it.
Anyway, I'm glad I could help.
Look at you, Mika. We'll be getting you very soon. Hopefully.
If I can find a chance, I'd love to pay a visit to Sumeru as well. I've heard that the terrain is quite complicated there, and it'd be a treat to see it for myself.
I know, right? Oh, I've only seen a small bit of it, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Truly breathtaking.
Yes, complicated is indeed one way to put it. Visitors often get lost when they visit Sumeru for the first time, and they have a tendency to pick all kinds of mushrooms and fruits in the rainforest without discretion.
Including the poisonous kind, which is why you mentioned, I think earlier, the Filomeno mushrooms. At least they won't kill you.
We get a lot of people here picking Philanima mushrooms as well.
Yeah.
Actually, have you ever tried adding them to a recipe?
Oh, yeah.
They are quite bland by themselves, but perhaps the taste can be improved if they're cooked together with other ingredients.
I believe they're used in Mondstadt hash browns? At least a special Mondstadt hash brown recipe. I know I've used them in recipes before, at least.
I've never tried that myself, but now that you mention it, I do want to give it a try.
I'm quite curious, too. Would you like to pick some together later?
Yeah, I have a few if you want, but you might want to get them fresh, I suppose. Plenty in Mondstadt. Mondstadt looks really nice from this far away. Or from this angle at night. Well, I'll see you two around. Oh, hey, you two. Wait, are you going fish blasting? Can I join, please? Please, Klee. It's one of my dying dreams is to go fish blasting with you.
Mona, look! I found a 4-leaf clover. It's so pretty. Do you like it?
You better say yes.
Huh? Is it for me? Thank you, Klee.
Yeah, isn't she just a sweetie?
Could you also say something nice to Klee?
That Klee is the most precious and adorable and best at blasting fish there ever was.
Oh, of course. I've actually gotten really good at this.
What? At complimenting Klee specifically, or just compliments in general?
Oh, Miss Klee, our mighty Spark Knight.
Ah.
You are the flame of hope for all of Mondstadt and the vessel for...
I love how over the top it is. Though you do realize you're not talking to Fischl, right? That's right, she's the Spark Knight.
Huh? What's a vessel?
Oh.
Oh, no, Klee doesn't seem to really appreciate this kind of praise.
Yeah, that's more
okay,
the,
then.
That's more the Fischl kind.
Klee, you're super adorable.
Yes.
And your hat and backpack are the cutest.
They are.
Did your mom get them for you?
I don't know, actually. I would imagine so, but...
Yep. Mom said that she picked them out with Dodoko. And Dodoko really loves this backpack, too.
Look at Dodoko right there.
Dodoko's always hanging from the side.
Of course.
Mom also said that someone else was also helping her pick out the gifts that day. What was the name again?
I'm curious as well.
If Klee remembers correctly, people would call her the Old Hag.
The Old Hag? What is that, your master there, Mona?
Wait, the Old Hag? Huh. Okay, well, now that you mention it, the Old Hag does have a fondness for picking out hats.
Wait, did she pick out your hat too? God, I need to meet this Old Hag. She has a amazing choice of amazing taste in hats. I mean, Klee's is amazing. Mona's is great too. Oh man. It saddens me this is the last Klee interaction we'll have for who knows how long. Well, Klee, you and Dodoko, and you too, Mona, have a wonderful year. Oh. Hey, Sino. Almost didn't see you there. May I join you? Do you have any good humor for me, please, before you leave?
Do you have time for a duel?
I'm sorry, I don't know how to play. What? Maybe that's because I haven't had the time to, go through all the full quest yet.
Really? I suppose you've been too busy with other things to pick up the game?
Yeah, unfortunately. It's on my list. But I only have a very limited time to actually do things, and other things have been priorities in the past months. Don't worry, though. I will pick it up again, and I will challenge you to a duel someday.
I'd suggest you visit the Cat's Tail. There's a teacher there who's quite proficient with introducing beginners to the game.
Yes, she is.
You can learn the basics from her.
Do I have time to do all of it before this event ends? Probably not. Like I said, I only have so much time.
The sooner you learn, the sooner we can duel.
Ominous. One of these days, worry not, Sino. I wonder if I managed to beat you. What would you say? Well, I haven't found anyone else. So I think we're gonna end this with Timaeus and Yinger. Ah, yeah, you two.
Am I dreaming? Miss Ying-ar, you really came all the way to Mondstadt to see me?
Don't mess this up now, Timaeus. You've been... I mean, is there a greater catch than Miss Yinger? If there is, I don't know who it is.
Why were you willing to make the trip? I still can't believe it.
Why wouldn't I want to come see you? It's not like a quick trip from Liyue to Mondstadt is completely unheard of or anything.
No, that's true. It's quite the trip, though.
Also, isn't it time for you to drop the miss and just call me Yinger?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Ying-ar.
Ha 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 ha. Indeed.
Ying-ar. I think I still need some time to get used to calling you that.
Look at you, already so flustered. And we're just getting started.
I am fully on board with this. Truly.
No,
As much as it pains me to see Yinger slip through our fingers. Oh, this was clearly meant to be.
I'm just overwhelmed with happiness. Thank you so much for coming to see me for Windblume.
Should I try talking to him? I kind of want to leave them alone. No, let's try. Hi there. Are you also interested in alchemy? Oh, well, I didn't want to waste his time with that trivial nonsense. All right. Well, on that note, Timaeus, Yinger, I truly wish you nothing but happiness. Don't mess this up, Timaeus. You break Yingar's heart, they will never find the body. I swear. All right. Till next time, then.